Yo everyone, what is going on? Welcome to the video. Welcome to my humble, slightly messy abode in the background. Bruno actually does this thing every morning. So he jumps up on the couch over there and then he walks all along the couch and knocks off all of the cushions in the process. I have no idea why he does it, but he does. But yeah, welcome to the video everyone, and today I'm going to be changing the game again. But yeah, I've got three big recipes on the cards. One very tasty, very simple, very quick dessert recipe. I know you're gonna love it, I hope. And before we go any further, I do want to let you know that there is currently a 15% sale on the J Clark Fitness Nutrition Hub. And for anyone who doesn't know what the Nutrition Hub is all about, it is a place where you get access to hundreds of my recipes for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for snacks, dessert recipes as well. I update these on a weekly basis. And each recipe, of course, has exact calories, exact macros. It has directions, it has ingredients, of course. It has a video demonstration for each, and as well as that, you also get access to my personal calorie and macro calculator. So if you're in a place now where you're like, I really don't know the number of calories I should be consuming on a daily basis in order to reach my goal, if you have no idea the protein, the fats, the carbs, the fiber, then this is the place for you. So yeah, you can use the code nutrition15 at the checkout to get 15% off. I'll leave the link to the Nutrition Hub in the comment section. It will be the pinned comment at the top. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so first recipe of the day is going to be extremely juicy. Cannot think of a better word to describe it. It's gonna be juicy. All right, so I'm gonna start with some marinade, and I'm gonna add 20 grams of lighter than light mayo to a bowl. This is the lighter than light one I am using, only 11 calories per tablespoon, really good. I'm gonna add 15 ml of hot sauce. I am using Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce. I'm gonna add a little splash of vinegar. And now let's add some seasoning. So some sea salt, some onion powder, some black pepper, some garlic, and some smoked paprika, baby. Now let's give it a little mix. Then I'm gonna pour 15 grams of breadcrumbs into a separate bowl. I'm gonna use the exact same seasoning as I did for the marinade. Then I'm gonna get a 150 gram chicken breast. I'm gonna cover it in the marinade. Then I'm gonna cover it in the breadcrumbs, and then it goes straight into the air fryer. So this is how we are looking. Then I'm gonna cook it for 20 to 25 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. All right, so now that there is only a couple of minutes left on the chicken, I am going to lightly toast one of these 96 calorie thins. We are good to go. Chicken is looking so juicy, so crispy. I'm gonna lay that down. Let's add a little bit more Frank's, and maybe a little bit more again. And let's dress it up a little. So some lettuce, a couple of onion rings. Let's add 10 grams of lighter than light mayo to the other side. And let's close this baby off. Alright, so 352 calories and 56 grams of protein for this absolute beast of a burger. That is really good going, in my opinion, especially because the chicken fillet is actually breaded and it has lots of flavor from the marinade. And the thing I like about this is that it is so versatile. Like, you could definitely have it on its own, like as a smaller lunch kind of meal, or if you wanted it for dinner, you could pair it with, you know, a big portion of veg, or if you wanted some homemade chips. So yeah, give this baby a go. It will not let you down. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely love when breaded chicken is slightly overdone. It just adds that extra bit of crunch. So I'm looking at those crispy bits now and I'm thinking, oh baby. Okay, so before we go to my next meal, I actually wanted to touch on something really quickly, because it's a conversation I've had with a number of my clients over the last few weeks, especially now that things are opening back up, and that is finding the right balance between your body composition goals and your social life. And one thing that I've kind of realized over the years is that people get so caught up or so obsessed with trying to have the perfect week every single week. So I was trying to find that perfect balance between training, between nutrition, between sleep, between going out and socializing with their friends, between having a few drinks. But to be honest, like, I don't think that things really work that way, because we all know that we could have a few weeks in a row where not much is happening in terms of our social life. We've got nothing really on. It's really easy to stay on track in terms of training, nutrition, sleep, everything. But then a few weeks come around and we've got loads on all of a sudden loads of social commitments to go to, and as a result, like, training might suffer a little bit. You might miss a session, or your nutrition might not be where it should be, or your sleep might be like really bad on the weekend. And when those weeks come around, especially if they are like back to back or something like that, people like immediately panic and they think, oh my god, I'm just gonna lose all my progress, I've got no hope here. But you know, I think to get out of that mindset, it's best if you balance between your fitness goals and your social life over the course of a longer period. So for example, you could look back on a 8-week block and say, okay, I absolutely smashed it 5 out of those 8 weeks. Training was great, nutrition was great, sleep was great, everything was great. But you know, 3 of those weeks were a little bit tougher. You know, I had a number of social events which I really enjoyed, so that was great. And as a result, I was quite happy, you know, maintaining during those weeks. So yeah, I just think it's really important to not put yourself under pressure to find that perfect balance on a weekly basis, because like, you could argue that that perfect balance doesn't really exist. And if you are currently on a fat loss journey, it is really important to not put yourself under pressure to lose weight every single week, because that is not going to happen for the vast majority of people, especially if you want any sort of social life in the process. So yeah, I really hope that helped, and comment below and let me know where you're at, you know, in terms of your thoughts on finding that balance between your social life and your fitness goals. Is it something that you have just always really struggled with? Is it something that has made you quite anxious, you know, now that things are opening back up? Or, you know, is it something that you think you've kind of mastered over the last few years or whatever it's been? So yeah, comment below and let me know. But yeah, the next meal is going to be absolutely ridiculous, and as you can see, I have added 250 grams of baby potatoes chopped up into little chunks to a Pyrex dish. I'm gonna spray them with some 1 calorie spray, if it would actually come out. No. All right, we are calling in backup. Yes. All right, so now let's add some seasoning. So I'm gonna go with some sea salt, some smoked paprika, be generous here, some garlic, and some chili powder. Let's mix it all up. Now let's put them in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. And when there is about 15 minutes left on the potatoes, I'm gonna heat up 150 grams of frozen broccoli in the microwave for a few minutes. All right, broccoli is good to go. Let's add it to a bowl. Oh, so hot. Followed by 150 grams of cooked and peeled king prawns. Then I'm gonna add 15 ml of soy sauce, 15 ml of a hot sauce of your choice. I'm going with Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce, 15 ml of a low calorie maple syrup. This is the one that I am using from Bulk. Then I'm gonna use the same seasoning as before. So sea salt, garlic, smoked paprika, a little bit of chili powder. Let's mix it all up. All right, so potatoes are looking nice and crispy. I have transferred them to a bigger Pyrex dish. I'm gonna add my broccoli and prawns into the mix. Gonna mix it all up. Then I'm gonna put it back in the oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, so I really don't know what the general perception of this dish will be, but I honestly think it is on a different level. Like, it's just so unique. I would never usually pair like prawns and potatoes, but it just works. And I think the sauce is what really brings it together. Like, it is the perfect combination between sweet and spicy. There's a nice thickness to it as well, so it's almost like sticky. And from a calorie and macro perspective, it obviously ticks all of the boxes, but also from a volume perspective as well. So this is actually quite heavy to hold. So between, you know, the potatoes, the broccoli, and the really lean protein source, so prawns are one of the leanest protein sources that there is, this is definitely like a calorie bargain. You will be nice and full from this meal, and for a meal that's less than 400 calories, that's pretty good going. Oh, and if you are not a huge fan of prawns or just fish in general, you could sub another, you know, lean protein source in. So chicken is a perfect example of something that would go well in this meal. Oh yes. All right, young man, you ready? Lie down. Oh, good boy. Pop. Good man. Go. Good boy. Lie down. Roll over. Good man. Okay, so I've been on a bit of a mug cake buzz as of late. It's really hard to say mug cake together really quickly. Mug cake. Well, that was actually alright. But yeah, I've been on a bit of a mug cake buzz as of late, and as a result, I've come up with a new and improved recipe. I've done a few versions of mug cakes in the past, I think, but this is definitely my best one. And the thing that I really like about mug cakes is that they're so versatile. They suit loads of situations. Like, it's a couple of hours to your next meal. What do you have? A mug cake. You have a couple of 100 calories left at the end of the day. What do you have? A mug cake. It's your girlfriend's birthday and you completely forget to get her a present. What do you get her? A mug cake. Alright, so I'm going to start by adding 25 grams of double chocolate informed whey protein to a mug. This is the one that I'm talking about, and if you are a fan of chocolate whey protein, like a really rich chocolate whey protein, then you should definitely give this a go. I am a big fan. So yeah, if you are picking it up and you want to support your boy, which is me in the process, then you can follow the bulk link in the description of the video. That is going to be followed by 1 teaspoon of low-calorie sweetener, 10 grams of cocoa powder, 10 grams of marshmallows, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 50 ml of low-fat milk. Let's give it a mix. Alright, so this is how we are looking, nice and dark and chocolatey. And I'm gonna put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds or so. I am absolutely obsessed with these, honestly. That is ridiculous. So yeah, I left it in the microwave for about 45 seconds. This was the consistency that it came out, but you can kind of do it to your own taste. So as you can see, I kind of like mine a little bit sludgy, so it's kind of like halfway between a cake and a mousse. But yeah, if you like yours just a little bit firmer, then you could leave it in the microwave for an extra 15 seconds or so. Or if you actually wanted yours to be even moussier than this, you could obviously leave it in for a little bit less. It's completely up to you. Alright everyone, I'm going to wrap the video up there. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you gave the video a big thumbs up. And also comment below and let me know what your favorite recipe was. Let me know if you're going to try any of them. The protein mug cake is one that I know I would see. And about 4 seconds later, I'd be like, yeah, I'm actually gonna go try that now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all keeping well, and I'll see you in the next video.